Welcome back to another segment here on GEMS podcast. With me today is a special guest, Miss Enelin, and she is the CEO and founder of Digitarial Agency, a boutique affiliate influencer marketing agency. She is also a head of biz development at Safety Wings, a YC 2018 company who has raised 40 plus million that is building a global social safety net for nomads and remote workers. Enelin has been a digital nomad since 2015. She is traveling the world while building her online business, which is such an amazing thing. And today we're going to spend time on how do you start and grow a marketing agency. If you're interested in becoming a digital nomad, she'll share some information around that. And then we'll look into influencer as well as affiliate marketing and weave them all together so you have some substantial information to use to level up in your business if you're aspiring to do what Enelin is. So without further ado, please welcome Enelin.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for having me.
It's an honor for you to be here to share and hold space together because you have so many creative work that you're doing, Enelin. And the fact that you could travel while making money is just amazing. So, Enelin, I definitely want to give the audience a chance to connect with you in a fun and personal way. And I like to do that by two options. We could do an icebreaker or a rapid fire 10 question game. What are you in the mood for?
Let's take the first one.
The icebreaker or the rapid fire?
Let's do the questions. Yeah.
Okay. So we're playing rapid fire with Enelin and Genesis. Do. Question number 1. What does your name mean?
Well, actually, it's a made-up name. And my most common name is, I think everybody has heard Evelyn, and my name is Enelin. And that's because my grandmother's name is Ene. And so they tweaked it a little bit, and I became Enelin.
Question 2. How many languages can you speak?
So I speak Estonian, where I'm originally from. I speak English. I a little bit understand also Finnish and Russian and also Spanish. And my favorite language is dancing language.
Oh, okay. So I know just one word in Russian. So let me know if I say it right. Dobre utre.
Yes, good. Good morning.
Yes. Question 3. If you could recreate any significant moment in your life, what would it be and why?
My birth. I took something crazy. Actually, I don't know, but like I was thinking, like, oh, it would be interesting to see how that happened. That would be really interesting, I think, because that's definitely something that's very hard to imagine. So that was the first thing that came into my mind.
Question 4. What's your favorite color?
I don't have any, but I like most of colors. I don't have any like anything that I really hate or really love.
Question 5. If you could have lunch or dinner with any person, past or present, who would it be?
Okay, it should be rapid. So quickly. I think Dalai Lama.
Okay. Question 6. You could go anywhere in the world and money was no option. Where are you headed?
I think one of the most expensive trips that I have seen, if you want to do it like luxury way, is going to Antarctica. And it's like around, I think last time I checked, it was like around 1,000 per day at least to go on a trip. And normally the trip is like at least 2 weeks because it takes time. And you go from like really down from Argentina.
Question 7. Do you have a favorite food or cuisine?
Mediterranean.
Okay. Question 8. What is your happy place?
Cuddling with my partner and my dog.
Oh, question.
Anywhere, any soft place.
Question 9. It's a follow-up. So, cuddling with your partner and your dog. Are there any important events that you would like to share that makes your partner the right person?
We met on a cruise ship from Barcelona to Brazil, and we're both nomads, and I think that's a cool fact.
And question 10, it's our pass or play question, and here are the rules. If you pass, our roles are reversed, so you get to ask me something. If you choose to play, I ask one last question to wrap up rapid fire. So do you want to pass or play?
Pass.
Okie dokie. What's your question?
So what's the main reason and the coolest episode you have recorded as a host?
I would probably say going back to my solo episodes in the beginning, because that's where people really got to connect with me as a host. Because I started this project after my father passed from medical negligence. So just hearing the start ugly moment and just hearing me be real, raw, and talk about what's going on in my personal life has been some of my favorite episodes, because they really started resonating with other people who lost loved ones in the pandemic. And I think people want to connect with you in order to build that know, like, and trust factor before they really fully get on board with what you're doing. So I always like to go back to, the foundation. But there's been some amazing speakers. Everyone has something amazing to share on this platform.
Yeah, that's such a cool thing to do. You must be learning so much and really expanding your mind and also network.
Yeah. So thank you for asking that question. That's the first time I got that one. And thank you for playing rapid fire, Enelin. Now let's dive into the work that you're doing. So the first question, what made you become a digital nomad? And what were you doing before you transitioned to being a digital nomad?
I think what really made me to take this decision was that happened, I guess, around like 8 years ago or something like that, when I was studying in my master's degree, and I was working on 2 jobs at the same time as well. And then I understood that as a young person starting career and all of that, like it's really hard, and then there's a lot of expectations, and there's like certain ways how the world should work. And then I was like starting to think that, is that really something I want to? And I started pretty much burning out slowly. And then in one point I was like, okay, if I move on exactly like that way, for sure I'm gonna burn out soon, and then I don't know what's gonna happen next. And then also, like, what do I really want in my life, and what do I really like? So I understood that I during my studies and also through my work, because I started to already getting my foot into marketing slowly. And then I said, yeah, I really like it. And then while I was working, I understood that, like, maybe this master degree is not so important for my real life and my real goals. And I also really like my flexibility and doing things on my way. And I love traveling and changing environments and all of that. And this is also something you should do while you are young, and you can do that. And so that led me to this digital nomad lifestyle. I went to US with one-way ticket, and later also to Latin America, and I had some savings, but the savings were only for a few months, so I had very limited time to figure out how to earn money online. And trying out different options, I finally started freelancing, and that grew to other opportunities. And now I work fully remotely for many years, and then growing my career while keeping the same nomadic lifestyle.
That is amazing. And it's great that you recognize this early on, because you mentioned working two jobs, then you realized that you were feeling burnt out. And you said, if I keep on this path, I'm going to be totally burnt out and checked out,
Yeah.
because it was no longer conducive to what you wanted. So then you went on a self-discovery and you said, what is it that Enelin wants and what's going to make you happy? And you started to pick out the things you like to do. You like to travel, you like marketing, and etc. And then you also mentioned your master's degree. So just for clarification here, did you finish your master's degree or did you stop?
I just quit and never finished and never will.
And then the other cool thing that you mentioned is trial and error. So you tried different things to figure out which sticked and which one worked for you as you were beginning to make your mark in the digital nomad space. And I think that's important, because whenever you have your hand in various things, then you understand a little bit more about yourself, and you're getting outside of that comfort zone to really understand, okay, these are the skills that I have. This is the talent. And this would give me the lifestyle that I want, not the lifestyle that other people want or what social media is saying. So let's talk about what exactly is a digital nomad, because the listeners may not be familiar with that.
Yeah, digital nomad is so nomad is somebody who just moves around, right? But digital nomad means that you travel with, it's like a professional who has a professional work remotely and they move around. So a digital nomad can be a person who moves around constantly or changes locations in a few weeks or in a few months, and they keep traveling and working at the same time.
Yes, super cool. I have some friends that love the US and now they're in Cartagena. And I was like, oh man, they were posting pictures and it's so beautiful. And I've always wanted to go to the South America area, because my dad is from Curacao, so right off the tip of Venezuela. And we were going to go in 2020, but that's when my dad ended up passing away suddenly from medical negligence. So I think it's super cool what you're doing, Enelin. And let's talk about Digitario, the agency. At what stage did you decide that, okay, I'm in this digital nomad space, I love marketing, now it's time for me to help other people learn how to effectively market and really build up their business? So when did you decide to start that, and why the name?
Yeah, so I started a few years ago, and it all kind of gradually, just naturally happened. So first, when I started freelancing, so then I was like trying out all kinds of jobs online out there. I mean, I tried SEO, content, ads, like you name it, everything that was available there. I was curious and I wanted to try and so on. Eventually, 2018, I started to work only with affiliate marketing partnerships, influencers, and all that. And since then, I have totally sticked with it and really like gone into that only and developing myself and focusing with this area. And I had some success stories. So one of my biggest success story today is SafeDoing, that I started the affiliate program back in 2018, and it went very well. We raised a bunch of money, and the affiliate program today is still making monthly $350,000 every month through affiliate network that I once started. And there's now a team working with it, and it's like many things there are automated and still growing monthly. And when that thing started, so of course I started from zero, and I run that program for a few years, and then I hand it over to other people, because I kind of think things after a while, when you do something for a few years, you understand that you just start to repeat all the time. So I was like, okay, what will I do next? So I changed some position inside the company and with my client. But then also I started to take like in consultations, because other companies were interested, like how did I do it? Because like when raising money, you get attention, and it was known that the affiliate program was doing very well, and it was still is one of our biggest growth channel. So then I started to do some workshops, Ecourse, giving consultations and so on as a side. And while helping and consulting people, I quickly understood that yes, they like good information and everything is great, but actually they don't have time or interest or skills actually to do the stuff. And then I understood that, okay, now I have to start hiring people and teaching them, and then I can actually offer a full service. So around 2.5 years ago or something like that, I hired my first person, and now we're a team of 10 and hiring more people. And now I feel that after 2 years of like hard work, the like systems of the agency are starting to get in place, and we are now starting to slowly scale up. So very exciting times. A lot of work, but well worth it.
And that's amazing. And congratulations on your successes, because I know whenever you go into business, not only are there successes, but there's failures that lead to the success, because you learn from what didn't work, what didn't go right, and etc. And in the beginning, for those entrepreneurs out there that are listening, when you first launch in business, you are the person that does it all until you're at a stage where you could begin to automate, you could begin to scale, and whenever you scale, you begin to hire other people who have a zone of genius that you do not have, in order to make your business thrive and fully flourish. So that's incredible. And just going from ground zero to just building your business up, and then having 10 people who have similar mindsets, and they value the core values that you value, and etc. That's incredible, Enelin. And let's talk about marketing. How can someone do an effective job at marketing when they're in the digital space? Like, for example, we'll use social media. People are Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and etc. And they're trying to market their business, but they want to grow organically and not necessarily pay these bots or friends to follow their content, because then you're not getting genuine interaction.
I think one key is here that sometimes I notice that the company starts and they really want to do absolutely everything, but I would always rather recommend to do less channels, but do them very well. So if you have e-commerce B2C product for youth, maybe you want to focus on Instagram and TikTok and only do that. You don't have to do like Pinterest and then be active on like in Facebook and do great email marketing, all of that, because when you start, you just can't. Like, you rather have few or one really good strong channels versus bunch of not working channels. So that's one of my first tip. Then affiliate program and referral program is totally organic marketing that doesn't where you don't need to pay for ads, so to say. And how it works is basically a referral program. Of course, the main important thing is that you have to actually have a good product or service that people love. And when you have that, then it's easy to start a referral program, as your clients will be already your fans. They love it, and they happily want to share the word about your product or service to their friends and family while they're getting something back. So this is the logic behind the referral program. And about the affiliate program, if you can do, for example, product seeding, sending out influencers your product, and if they like it, they will promote it for free. If you reach out to very big influencers, you have to have some marketing budget to collaborate with them, as they are having their media kits with price lists. But it's also doable for free, for commission only. So it depends a little bit on your product and how much the influencers like it. So there's a few tips.
Thank you for sharing those tips. So, focus on one platform and understand that platform well before you start on another platform. And then the second thing you mentioned is um, the use of affiliate marketing, where you're supporting someone else's business and they give you a link to share out within your own network. And when people come into their community, they pay you a portion, whether it's commission or whatever the agreement is. And sometimes they'll, with those companies, they'll send you a lot of their different swag, so merchandise for you to wear, advertise, and etc. So you're like a brand ambassador, but then you're also getting a kickback monetary wise. Would you say I summed that up correctly, Enelin?
Yes, very well.
And then now I want to throw you an audible, Enelin. Is there anything that we did not cover regarding being a digital nomad, startups, or marketing as a whole that would add great value to the audience today so they could begin to walk away with some practical tips outside of the ones you mentioned so they could begin to challenge themselves and build up?
Yeah, and I think like there's a lot of like hype and idealism over like digital nomad lifestyle, but also I would like to like bring out some downsides there. Like, what's the downside of being a digital nomad? I think like a few things are like it's not for everyone, like moving around, changing your like day structure and your environment all the time. It's I have noticed also that, and I know personally a few people who tried it out and they didn't like it, and they actually turned out that they prefer their home country more, and staying in rather in a stable in one place and all of that. But either way, if you have a possibility, like give it a try, and then you're gonna learn a lot about yourself for sure. But be ready for different things that can happen in the new place. I mean, you can get lost, there can be an accident, you may lose your luggage, you may get robbed, or you can just start missing like your country food or family, friends, and all of that, and so on. There's a lot of ways how to avoid all those things, but I just also wanted to bring out that it's not only like great and lovely and all of that. Like it takes an effort to build that life up, and also you may not like it, so I want to be like realistic in that topic.
I love that because whenever you go to a new place, you have to understand their culture. So don't just go there and think that you could project your culture onto somebody else because it comes off as rude. Understand that there may be language barriers, understand the currency exchange and the rates if you're not familiar with that. I always say do your due diligence and then learn something about the place that you are traveling to. So always do your due diligence and research so you are somewhat prepared when you go into a country that's different than your home base. Because if you show that you're prepared and you respect what's going on in that country, people are going to be receptive and wanting to help you. But if you go in there thinking, oh, I got this, and you're bossy and you're rude, depending on what their culture is, no one is going to want to gravitate to you because they feel like you know it all. So those are really great tips, Enelin. And now let's jump into the call to action, CTA part of the segment. What is your call to action for our audience today?
From my website that we're gonna post the link next to the episode. There's few things that I can share with you. If you want to see how an affiliate influencer marketing works, it's a woman-only agency. You can see our website, digitalagency.com, and our service and what we do and who's in the team and all of that. But also I have an e-course, and at the beginning of that website in Teachable, there is also a free video where you can just see 30 minutes of me explaining how affiliate influencer marketing works. So this is something that I can offer for your audience just for educational purposes, and then maybe there's something that you can also use for your own business.
Amazing. And thank you for offering those freebies for the community. And would you like to share any of your social medias, Enelin?
They are also available on the website. So why I'm not like saying out my name is because I'm about to get married and my name is going to change, but it's still in a discussion exactly like how it will change, because sometimes you can change it totally or keep the both names and all of that. So I'll just link it down to the episode.
Okay.
And in case the name changes, you can still find it with the link.
Okay, perfect.
I have open Instagram where you can see all my, like, I pretty openly share like travel stuff and all of that, like my adventures and everything. So and some fun stuff as well.
Perfect. Well, there you have it, folks. All of Enelin's info will be on her website, which is the one place you go to connect with her, since her last name may or may not be changing since she is getting married. So, Enelin, thank you so much for coming on the platform and just sharing your insight with the community. Audience, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and follow. We're on 40 plus platforms. You could also see the video to this recording on our YouTube channel by going to GEMS, GEMS, with Genesis Amaris Kemp. And lastly, but not least, I want to thank each one of you for supporting on a consistent basis. Because of you, we're now ranked in the top 2% globally out of 2.8 million podcasts. And we are looking for brand sponsors so we could continue to spread the mission and the movement to bring on content that is educational, inspirational, and motivational, while we also weave in diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging, because it does take all of us to make this world a better place. So until the next segment, next guest, peace, love, and lots of blessings. Have yourself an amazing day.